Good evening everybody and welcome. So today I have yet another unboxing to do. This is a exciting one. This is a BMW M4 GTS. This is a dealer edition like the other BMWs I've unboxed. This one, the M4 GTS, finished in a silver grayish matte color. It's a special version of the regular M4. There's also a M4 CS, but the GTS is like the hardcore version. So let's have a look at the box here. Like the others, it's a box with windows all around. On the sides there's really no information. On the bottom you see the standard information that it's not a toy, it's a showpiece. The part number for the M4 GTS if you want to purchase one. And then some information here and the hologram. So that's it. Let's get it out of the box and get a closer look at it. So with the car just on the stand out of the box, let's have a closer look and see if we can find out who actually manufactured this one. On the M3 I unboxed, it was Nora, and on the M5 there was no makers. On this one I just spotted it here in the bottom. It says made by Minichamps. So I know those. They are a decent manufacturer of higher quality models. So I'm looking forward to comparing this to the M3 and see how closely they are in the finished details. So now we got the car off the stands. So let's have a closer look at it. See some of the details that make this one a bit more special and a bit different from the M3 that I unboxed a few weeks ago. So this one is the 4 Series. The predecessor was the E92 M3. There was also a GTS version of the M3 E92. And this one is a bit different. They changed it up a bit, BMW, when they made the 4 Series. So now there's both a M3 and a M4. Only the M4 comes in a GTS version. So this one is finished in a almost flat black grayish color with a lot of metallic-y in it. The wheels are similar to the M3 competition wheels, the 666M. These although have a orange highlight on the barrel itself inside. Also the car is finished in a shadow line exterior. All the trim around the windows, the M4 badge. Behind the wheels there is a gold caliber with slotted discs. Not easy to see here in this lighting, but they are there. One big difference from the regular M4 to this GTS is the hood. There's a added hump to the hood, or dent inside the hood, also found on the M4 CS. Also, if we have a look at the front here, we see there is a carbon fiber splitter, also finished with the orange highlight across. We don't have a carbon roof. The bonnet is in carbon, but you can't see it when it's painted. So let's have a look at the rear. So the rear is a bit different than the M3 version. The lights are special to the M4 CS and the M4 GTS. These are OLED lights, very special and very pretty in the real world. They are very expensive also, so if you are looking to retrofit it to your 4 Series, expect like $80,000 for a set. So the hardcore version GTS here also got a carbon spoiler on the rear. It got a carbon diffuser and of course a race exhaust. So let's have a look at the bottom of the car. There's not too much to see here. It says M4 GTS 1/18 scale, made by Minichamps, licensed by BMW. All you see really is the exhaust system with the rear muffler. There's not too much suspension you spot here. Rear axle, that's pretty much it. It's a great color, this one. It really adds a lot of detail. These subtle spoilers, humps. So as any M4 or M3, it got the M mirrors. Nice detail on the headlights. Dual slanted kidney grills with the M4 badge. The regular M4 bumper, similar to the M3 bumper, they're actually the exact same one. Also the lights, they share the same parts, the M3 and the M4. So the rear here got a carbon diffuser just on top of the exhaust. As you see inside, we find a race cage. It's finished in the same orange highlight color as the rest of the small details. It's a bit hard to see, maybe I'll try to get some close-up shots of it further in the video. But let's have a look inside as best as I can in this lighting. Now let's have a closer look at the inside of the car. The doors, they do open. Also the hood does open. The trunk lid does not open. But well, who cares? So inside we got a more modern look of it. One of the newer models BMW, the steering wheels, the new iDrive entertainment system. We got the automatic M shifter, race bucket seats, felted carpets, and behind here we see the race cage, finished in the orange color. Also in the middle of the race cage here there is a fire extinguisher. It's not too easy to see here, but you can barely see the red in there, and that is the fire extinguisher. Very nice details all around, pretty similar to the other M3 version I have. Now let's have a closer look at the engine bay and see if they got all the details right there. So now let's have a closer look at the engine bay. It's pretty much the same engine as in the M3. There's not too much different. You see in this one they actually remembered the cross brace in carbon fiber. On top you see the intercooler, water cooled. Also this GTS model features a water injection system unique to this version. Not too many details here, but still nice detail. Got a bit more detail in the engine bay than the other M3 I got, but let's hold them up to each other here in a few seconds and see how they differ from each other. So now we have the two just side by side. They look very similar. As you can see, the M3 got almost the same hood as the M4 GTS. There's the increased bump in here, or decreased. It looks amazing. Then we got the front splitter here in the front. There's different, as you see. The wheels pretty much the same. If we have a look at the rear of the two cars, there's a bit more difference. So the rear of the cars here, You see the exhaust system on the GTS model. This one is a lot larger. We got the spoiler, we got some different lights. Also there is a carbon fiber diffuser on the GTS and none on the M4 competition. We got the carbon roof on this one, and on the M4 it's just a plain color roof. Both very beautiful cars. You can see the M4 is a lot lower than the M3 version. I'll take some close-up shots for you to see the difference. I'm not sure which one I like the most, but I think both are very pretty and they are very special, and they are going to stand side by side. So all in all, a pretty nice model. Compared to the M3, this one feels a bit lighter, a bit less quality feel to it, but still very decent details and finish overall. I like the gloss carbon a bit better on the M3 NORAD, but this one, it might fit in with the more matte colors, the carbon fiber structure they made for this one. That was all for this video. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comment section. Other than that, be sure to subscribe and like the video if you want to see more content like this. That's it for me. Take care. Bye bye.